I just finished putting this basement window in. I had a stucco around it when I was done. I'm going to show you how I did it. Today, I'm going to put this window in this hole. So, let me get all ready to do it and show you how I do it. Now, what I'm doing is getting ready for stucco. And some people say, well, Mike, you got to put wire mesh on that. Well, I don't like that. I'm going to prove my point right now. Now, here's my point. When you put wire mesh on, sometimes you have to. But in this case, you don't, because it's an old stone foundation. Look at all the ants in here. See all the ants that were up in there built a nest? If I leave voids in there in any way, that's what's going to happen. That's why I try to avoid using wire mesh as much as possible. I'm putting these marks in so the stucco will adhere to the foundation. And I'm doing it before I put the new window in because I don't want to ruin the new window. I want to get all the dirty work out of the way first. So I said to myself, Self, you better open this window up first to make sure there's no damage to it before you go ripping it in. So that's it. Beautiful. That's that one. Okay, that's all done. Here. Wash it off. Got the dust out of there. Every window's a bit different. Gotta find out how they went in, how they come out. Before that, we want to get the screen out of here so we don't kill it. That's how we get that out. And then figure out how to get this out of here. Okay, kind of figured it out. It's that one. It's that one. And then the window should come right out. That's what we're looking for. Now I'm getting these flanges off. Therefore, in case you put it against wood, we're not putting it against wood. I gave you that whole speech. No reason for wood. Could do it, nothing wrong with it. People still do it, old school. So now I got all my flanges off. I'm gonna go in this way. I'm gonna put it back as far as I can. So it's gonna go all the way back to there. And then I'm gonna fill this in with brick. Before I do that, I'm gonna get these screws like I always do. Screw them in, because that's what's going to make that window hold on to something. Not too deep, just enough to hold it in, that's it. I'm going to put some screws on the bottom, not too deep, just to catch it. You don't want anything going right through. You just want to catch it, that's it. That's it, you can feel they don't go through. You don't want them going through. That's going to hold this window in. Here's the big question, Mike, should I put this window in level, or should I put it in with the building? Well, the whole building is going that way. So if I put the window in level, it's going to look like the window's crooked. So in a case like this where it's really not that bad, maybe a 1/4 inch, I'm going to put it in with the rest of the building. I'm going to get my 3 screws started. Where do you put them? anywhere where they won't hit the window and you won't get, it's easy to get them in and out. So I'm starting them just like that. Then get my caulking. And get my window in. That's it. Now go inside and straighten it out. I'm going to show you what I did here. I didn't absolutely go level. I wanted to go even with the siding. So I brought the window even with the siding. Well, first thing I'm going to do is fix this stone part of the foundation. This, so there's something to build up on top of the old stone. Put that in there like that. Put that in there like that. And then I'm going to build up underneath my window with my first course. This. Make sure this one's going to fit on there good. Just using regular cement now. I'm going to use the fast drying after I get the bottom course in here. Use some fast drying cement, so I just want to make sure everything goes in the way I want it to go in, so I don't get at the end and the cement's hard already. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm all ready to put them in. And now I'm using cement towel, very fast drying cement. Why are you using very fast drying cement? Because I want to pin that window in so it stays where I want it to stay. That's number one reason. This dries extremely fast. I want to make sure it works real good. Feel it in the back end. Then I do this. And at the same time, I want to put my level on it. Right there. Right there. So now put those corners in. Get that to stick. I gotta go inside, check that also. I'm getting my sponge, making sure stuff ain't sticking to the window. See that? Gotta get all that stuff out of there. Gotta make sure those weep holes are open. See these weep holes down here? I want them blocked up. I came on the inside now and Don't think you can see it that good because of the light, but I just want to flatten everything out here and make sure that I pin that window in over here on the side, because I'm going to test that window now. Over here on the side there, ready to go. Now I'm packing the sides with cement out. I wet them a little bit first, just so you know. And just pack it in there. This will be dry in no time. I don't have to worry about the window falling out. In the old days, you had to do this with regular cement. So they invented this stuff. Now, you need fast drying cement. I want to thank the people from Rapid Set. I want to show you that. This is what I'm using right now. They sent me some t-shirts and a couple hats, a mug. I appreciate that. Really like their product. And just pack it up in there. Use a rubber glove, any way you want to do it. Pack it in there. And you got a little bit of time. You only mix what you need. Then I got to get on the inside and check that out. And get your sponge. Make sure nothing's hanging around. And we'll come back to it. What I'm going to do is kind of patch it up. I wet it down with the hose first. This is just some Portland paint. Like, you can watch the stucco video, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is just to make sure that everything sticks. That's all this does. So then, put it in here. I'm going to stucco this later. I'm just kind of building it out. That's all I'm doing. Building it out for the stucco. Get the broom and scratch it, because we're going to stucco over that, and that's it. Put the window in. I'm putting my first coat of stucco on. Wet it first. I did a whole other video on this, so that's all separate, but you just wanted to see what I'm doing, get everything done, so when I do this, everything works. Put my glue on that. Then we get our trowel, really get it in there good. You know what I mean? This is old stone foundation. It's gonna stucco. We're not gonna play with it. It's a whole different video. Got to get that in there good. You get the broom and scratch it. Caulking underneath. I got the window in, so now I'm just going to come back in a few days and finish stucco on the outside. When you're working on these old stone walls, so you get these big outcrops. That's why I'm doing it like this, to hide all that stuff. I'm back the next day and I'm doing like a skip coat stucco over it. That's why I had to put the window in first, so I could finish the stucco work. I'm going to talk a little bit about putting that window in. You see on the sides on part 2 where I was hitting the sides and the wire mesh was falling off. Not a big fan of wire mesh. Sometimes you have to use it, but you got to know when to use it and when not to use it. So I wanted to say that. There's no right or wrong way to put a window in. Just put it in. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then you didn't put it in right. Now, should you put it in level? Well, I was at a house one time where the house was crooked. They put all the windows in level. And as soon as you looked at it, it looked all wrong. So you really got to sit back, maybe talk to the owner and say, is it okay if I put it in this way? 90% of the times you got to put it in level, but there's sometimes you got to cheat a little bit. Those old stone foundations, you got stones sticking out this way and that way. The only thing was wrong with them was they used like lime mortar to put those together in the old days. So those old foundations are probably better than what they're putting in today. It's just that they're old. You just got to kind of keep them up like everything else. Cement though, that fast drying cement, that's great. Years ago, there was no such thing as that. You'd have to go put the window in, next day come back and check it again, and then check it a week later just for shrink cracks. But that's some really good stuff. And you only mix what you absolutely need. You don't, if you're only going to use a handful, that's what you mix. And then you get it done, then continue on after that. That foundation's in and out. I did a video, how I patch or fix up a foundation part 6. That's the foundation I did it on. I'm putting it on after this video. And those foundations are in and out. So you have to kind of get inventive on how you're going to do a finish to hide all that stuff. So that's why you did that. That's the end of that video. Putting the window in. Mike Haduck, thanks for watching.